like, whee! I was like, all right. So today we're headed to Katy Dragway with our dry eyes. Singular. Dry eye. So it's not dry and red at the moment, but what you didn't see was yesterday I had a piece of metal scraped off of my eye by Alex's Paja. He's in one of them eye doctors. And he said, you gotta go get these prescription eye drops, because if not, you're gonna have a raging infection in your eye. I said, yes, sir. Well, I went and got them yesterday, and I lost them. I mean, they're somewhere. I thought they were at work, so we stopped by work. Nope, they weren't there. Thought they were in the White Rhino, my little daily driver SUV. That's probably where they're at, but I don't know where they're at. And they're in there somewhere.
They're not lost, they're misplaced.
You know what? That's it. They're not lost, they're misplaced.
I was making sure your laptop was in here.
Oh, yeah.
But I saw that last night.
Yeah.
When we were testing. Insert clip here.
Insert clip here.
There, and then right now I'm going to insert Josh's.
We had to make sure things went straight last night. So we're headed to KD. We have Jeffrey with us today. Jeffrey. Denial. Sorry. Funny story about Jeffrey. So his middle name is actually Denial. Now,
yes.
I'm sure all of you are like, oh, you guys just don't know how to read. It's by Daniel. No, we know how to read. But at the time of birthing of Jeffrey, his mother must have been just a little bit
in denial.
And she was in denial. So she said, Jeff Denial Queen.
Wait a second. I think I spelled that right.
She tried to say at the hospital, misspelled it, but I think she misspelled it.
She tried to say the hospital, like you said, misspelled it, but it's hard telling. So anyway, so now we call him Denial occasionally. Well, we're headed to KD for Midnight Madness round 3 or 2 or 4 or 5 or round 3. And that's what we're doing. So we have a pickup truck in the trailer today. So we're actually entering the street truck class. Is what we're actually doing. So yeah. So we have an official monster truck. It's the official monster truck of Katy.
We should have done it, like you said last night. It's gone yesterday.
Yeah. So actually, what we should have done was gone last night to their 4-wheel drive event. And put the paddle tires on it, because that's about what we got. So last night we were good. Last night we had up on the lift, and we were going to make a skid plate for KD, because as you saw a couple weeks ago or whatever it was, we ripped the freaking hole in the oil pan big enough to throw a cat through. Right, meow. So, and I actually had some asphalt inside the oil pan when we took it off to inspect it. So we had it up last night. We were going to build a skid plate. Joshua came over, and he said, "Man, why don't you just jack the front of the car up?" And you would thought that like the sun had just come up and birds started chirping and light bulbs just started flickering. He goes, it was like, you know what? That is a Great idea. Ta-ta! Now here's the thing. I've done that before for KD. The first time I tore my oil pan up. The next time I went, I jacked the car up. I'm not sure why I did not think of that this time. So Josh came over, he gave us a suggestion, that's what we did. And we might have to lower it down just a little bit, about maybe an inch, because it is a full-blown monster truck. And I'm actually worried about the way it's going to work being that high already. We'll see. Because we got, like, a small child could walk underneath the front of the car right now. Like if we were to be going down the road and a deer jumped out, it would just be able to slide underneath.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the plan. We're headed to KD, Midnight Madness, big tire, with the black car, not a truck, but it looks like a truck. It really is not that bad, but it looks like a truck. We're gonna stop and get some place called Moe's Burrito or something on the way there. Oh man, we're hungry. I actually had like 6 hours and 30 minutes of sleep last night, which is amazing for a prior to race day night. No matter what happens, we're always up till 4 or 5 in the morning. Every time before a race.
Second shift line.
Second shift line. Yeah. So I'm done with rambling on. We'll see you later.
Sounds like an ear noise.
It's like, I think it sounds,
Careful, don't crush things back there.
it's like it knows.
You see?
You see?
Sunglasses off just to polarize kind of match what you're actually looking at. Tell you what, that right lane up there off that right side is we're not to the top yet, but
Way too out of shape for this.
I feel pretty decent. We don't want to outwind Jeff right now. This is definitely what tore the oil pan up right here. So I feel comfortable staying away from that and lowering the car back down about an inch.
Oh, here's your radiator support that you lost.
Probably. You know what the good thing about getting to the top is? Coming back down will be easy.
Yeah. Should have brought some skateboards.
Ooh. There it is. So, if anyone suggests walking to the top of KD, don't do it. Some jerk suggested it just to make this video. Totally worth it, because it's just, I wish the trees were cut back.
God's country.
Because it is effing gorgeous up here. I mean, just beautiful. If you had a house right here, it would be beautiful. So, this is what the backwards view looks like from KD, which most of you watching this already knows what it looks like. But I think they need to have some backwards racing at KD Dragway. You go real fast. You go, it'd be terrifyingly fast. This is what it looks like. We've had our exercise for today. Figured I'd bring all of you to the top and see what it looks like. Now I've slid sideways into this grass right here. Like my very first pass up this, I slid dead sideways into it right here. So we found out why I destroyed the oil pan. So I came up on this side, which was absolutely the roughest thing I've ever felt. And there's a little crown right there. So now I know why the oil pan got destroyed. So we're actually going to lower the car back down just a little bit, I think, because it's up like a monster truck. I'm afraid it's not going to work like that. But we're not going back down to where we were, just in case we get pushed around into that. So now you see it. Now we're going to walk down the return road. I guess we can walk down this way, and we'll see you in the pit. Funny story. Past 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, every time that we've done a chip draw, we've drawn number 2. Well, we drew number 2 in the night. So I don't know what it is with these 2s right now, but so we're gonna actually put the same tune-up in that we had last time we were here. It was working pretty well, and kind of go from there. The only thing I'm gonna do different with the tune-up this time from last time is I'm gonna turn the 2-step down 200 RPM. So we'll just see how it goes. We'll see it first round.
Yep, we're racing that car right there. So stay tuned.
If I pull a number 2 chip out of the damn bucket again, I'm setting it on fire. Every time I pull a number 2 chip, it seems like I go out first time. Or it rains, or something stupid happens. I have had it with first round losses. Things are about to change. Well, they're changing anyway. Regardless, they're changing. So I'm not blaming it on the flagger, but it's supposed to be you give the one guy 5 seconds, then give me 5 seconds. You brought the other guy in first. You gave him like 2.5 or 3 seconds. Then gives me my 5. Yes, my stuff should spool up in 5, but the air is very heavy tonight. And the car really wasn't ready to leave. I can't blame that on anyone. But I made a crap pass and he made a glory pass. So that's kind of where we're at with that. And we'll see what happens next week.